Finally. All right. Now this is real.
Rock has come back to Philadelphia.
All right, but no. So D, answering what your question was earlier, what are we talking about tonight? As my wife said, it's a Greek burger. God damn it! It's the Burger Gyros from F91.
I thought you were gonna say Yudo Yui or something. Fun.
Yeah, I honestly don't know a whole lot of what else is going on.
Excuse me.
Options.
Oh god, give me a second. Oh god.
Options. Share the page. Oh god, this is being annoying. Yo, I'll whenever it pops up for you, D, I'll share it off of your post because I can't even share my own shit, right?
I shared it already.
Probably not because it wasn't on Facebook until just a second ago.
I just shared it because it popped up saying the Black Vanguard or something.
Yeah, it is the Black Vanguard because it is the Burger Gyros Black Vanguard edition. Oh man,
I'm pretty sure Zabine is an incredibly racist asshole, though.
That hurts my feelings to know that because like Zabine, well, one, you only really get to see Zabine in the context of him like leading the Black Vanguard under Iron Mask, or what's old buddy's real name?
Rona.
Yeah, Rona. Yeah, I had fun when I was like, oh Lord, it's the Rona. The Rona is coming to kill everyone, and no, god, especially at the end of that.
Horribly,
yeah, like looking into it, Zabine is seems to be a pretty strict adherent to the beliefs of Cosmo Babylonia.
Yeah, like this man is like hardline believer in the whole like Cosmo nobility thing. It is painful.
Yeah, like I'll guess I will learn more. What is it? As I actually go back and read, because like, what's up, Ken? Thank you for the like. But yeah, like, because I guess like the only real interactions you see him with are around the Rona family and like his immediate subordinates, and even then like Anna Marie, who he's like offended by how she let her emotions get the best of her so that she would betray Cosmo Babylonia and the Crossbone Vanguard cause to go fight for the Federation because she was jealous of Bera. So
I just wanted to make this like very clear. Bera goes back to her family. Her and Seabrook and Zabine fake their deaths and blow up the ship, and to fake the blowing up of the ship and steal it.
So I guess like I'm trying to piece that together because like
at the end, Bera goes back home. Okay.
Yeah, Bera goes back to
with Seabrook.
Well, all right, yeah. So I guess that would be that's in the manga, right? Because you don't see that in
you don't anime. See that. You don't even like get that at the beginning of Crossbone. Like it's one of the things you find out, and they're like, "Well, how in the world did this like come to be?
How did these people come together?"
Right, and it's like, "Oh yeah, no, the ship was built, but it wasn't ready for the time of their whole invasion, and so they took it out the first time, faked their death, stole the ship." And then decided they were going to wage a war against Jupiter.
Angry Jupiter. No, because like at least like at the end of the movie ends with Seabrook finding Sicily, and them kind of floating in space is the last thing you see.
Yeah, they get rescued to go home. Yeah. Also, yeah. If you're trying to figure out how they get the what's it called? I know you were asking how they got the crossbone. SNRI gave it to them.
Mm.
Like, because
because like, did they give it to them, or did Seabook's mom like, hey?
No, they knew what's going on, but SNRI was like, okay. So Sicily and them are like, hey, we're going up against Jupiter, who's planning to invade Earth.
Mm-hmm.
SNRI is like,
yeah, we don't want that.
We don't want that, and this would be a great test opportunity.
Right.
So here's the F-97, which is the actual designation for the crossbow.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And it's like, yeah, it's sort of funny because like the whole like thing with the X thruster system and everything is because out near Jupiter, gravity was too intense for them to just keep going, add thrusters.
Actually, that's pretty cool. Like, I'm actually really excited. So I did have a quick question about it. Actually, let's put a pin in this because we'll come back to this conversation because we are going to go pretty deep into talking about F-91 once we kind of get into the Burger Gyros and the rest of it. So let us make a smooth and stunning transition. Ooh, shoot. Excuse me. I've been enjoying. What's up, Blurred Syrup? I've been enjoying a mango lassie, so I'm happy. Oh, let me make sure. Everything.
Hey, D, I keep forgetting how broken giving Misa the Quinra is. Until I notice everything is dead.
So we got started late tonight. Yeah, my day job and needing to eat and wanting to like enjoy a little bit of time with my wife before I came on here. If you missed her,
interaction.
True. Well, what do you think this is? This is like how I get my human interaction with some of like the scum of my friends.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But
and with all that said, it is another glorious week here in Cosmo Babylonia, where all people have equal rights, but not equal. Oh God, what the fuck was it that Girin's wet dream of an old man said?
Delaz?
Yeah. What was it? Delaz?
Yeah.
Yeah, Delaz. No. Really? Is that his name? Like the grandfather of...
Oh, dude, Daglin?
No.
Wait, who are you talking?
Grandfather.
Bararona?
Mitsarona.
Yeah, Mitsarona.
Yeah. No, I'm
What's his name? Schwarzhand Bush.
Schwarzhand Bush? What the fuck?
Yeah, no, the Rona family started as the Bush family and then changed their name.
Fake ass nobility bullshit. But we'll get into that later because god damn it, Cosmo Babylonia is some weird ass shit. But it is I, as always, your CEO of Petty Fetty Scum. Lord. The real robot engineer, the Captain Beard Zaddy Dark Noah. And when you hear that bass drop across the battlefield, you know it's me. It's Kuro Gaming. Cruel Gaming everywhere else. It's nice to be here. I'm happy to share this time and this space with you, interacting and linking souls across the distance, not bound by gravity, all that new type hippy dippy space magic bullshit. But
saying you sound real new typish, bro.
Absolutely. Right behind me on the catapult, though, is one of the first true new types that we had out here. It is my accomplice in yet another colony drop of knowledge, the ace pilot of lore, the Quattro Beige Negro, the Redbone Flash. It's Rhodes in life. Cam, buddy, I've been seeing you do a lot of I almost said Gundam Build Fighters, but I mean Gundam Breaker 3, and You know it will be here by the end of the week because apparently my cables were on a small boat sitting behind a bigger boat in the goddamn Suez Canal.
Oh, that's pain. That's big pain right there, bud.
When I got that email, like, I feel like this has to be a fucking joke. I know. Like, is that fucking boat still stuck? Oh, that's funny. Hey, your cables are gonna be late because it's.
It's fine. They just had to wait for Lewis to get done with the long range and freezer and pull them out, man.
Hey, absolutely. Like, just make a quick stop on your way back and just get that bitch out of there. But Cam, like, your gameplay, it looks so crispy. I want in so badly. I'll be there soon.
I will drag you from the depths of lowly mobile Gundam Breaker to the height that is Breaker 3.
I know, like, I can't. Look, it's still a mobile game. Like, as much as like I do enjoy it, as like just getting my head of like Gundam shit. Like, I do appreciate it's still a mobile game, and I'll come and join you in the glory of Gundam Breaker, the glory of Gundam Breaker Babylonia.
New type or nothing.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, no, when I mean that, I'm talking about the difficulty. We play new type or nothing. Because I remember me and D made the mistake of accidentally putting it on the lower difficulty, and we were making it through the entire level without even getting touched.
Wow. Well, I guess that proves your new type ability.
We noticed that we were getting like HG parts or whatever.
But following up, joining us in formation, we have the heavy support of the unit, the base of all of our strength, the Big D, the Rick D. The D is always for degenerate, ma'am, and I don't know why you keep asking. D, Big NFL Don, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Why wouldn't I join the hype up, man?
Why would you join the what? Oh, absolutely. That's why I'm here.
You're hyping me up, so why wouldn't I? I'm an ad lib, man. I'm not a rapper. But.
Like, look, I ain't say nothing about the ad libs. Ad libs. Yeah.
Go to sleep, Jared.
No. I have to talk about this amazing waste of potential. I am enthralled and upset. I'm on it now. I'm gonna read. It got me to want to read. Do you understand how big a deal this is?
Understandable.
Yeah, but we're gonna power through the.
D knows this. F9. What happened to F91 hurts me more than almost anything in Gundam.
The only person hurt more than what happened to F91 is Tomino.
Right.
So it's all good.
Yeah. Yo,
F91 died, so victory can tear your heart out.
F91 is I don't know why. After I watched it, I was enthralled by it. I don't know why I never actually finished it. I would get through the assault, and then I just would fall asleep almost every time I tried to watch F91.
Because the pacing decides to take a weird ass note, and you're like, wait a minute, something seems weird here, and it's because
you're right.
They finished 13 episodes. And they were like, all right, cool. We got a great bit of our series ready to go. Our pacing is good and everything for the 13 episodes so far. And then Bandai walks in, leans through the door frame. Hey, guys. So,
if you could make that a movie, that'd be great.
It's like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know that budget y'all had, and it's gone.
It wasn't even the budget was canceled. They literally were just told Jared, hey, yeah, we're not making it a series. It wasn't even a budget change. It was just, we decided it's not going to be a series. After they had already made
is they couldn't get the advertisers to support the slot, because that's a big thing for having a show.
I think it was because at the time Sunrise was trying to do a lot more.
Oh, then mobile, then
Gundam stuff, and I mean, they've kind of been, allowing Tomino to do what he wanted for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So it's but here's your, here is your your 40 plus episode series, which was supposed to be 48 if I remember correctly. It's supposed to be 48, and they're like, yeah, we got 13 done so far, and then they're like, yeah, make it into a movie. And Bandai's and like you can imagine, they're like, well, we don't want to waste the work that we did, which is why the first hour of it feels so much better paced, because it's
like, you're not wrong. Like, the pacing is definitely like very herky jerky as like you go through it, but like even as like I watched what was there, like it really did keep me really interested through the entire ride. Like, I don't know.
Oh, it's
I don't know.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's still one of my favorite pieces of Gundam media. But I'm saying the pacing, like when you can tell that there is so much more that they had that they didn't get to put in.
Right. Like, I don't know. Like, all the way up to oh my god, like up to like the fight for the museum, and what was my boy's name? They fuck like Author. The way Author died, I was so hurt.
With the bugs?
No, Arthur didn't. Arthur's the black kid that
tank.
got blasted off the top of the vintage gun tank. Yeah. I'm like, wow, y'all are really gonna kill the black kid first.
Hey, no, I feel
Author
sorry for
was
the
like the
people
first
in the colony who were like, well, we're gonna clean this colony out. How are we doing that? Here's these little chainsaws that go into every room.
Yo, like, because it's a combination, like, oh, if you don't get cut up, like, oh, the one that just hovered there and then blast the family. Like, sir, like the bugs were such a horrendous idea. Because like, so I was joking. I wasn't really joking, like, because I made the post on Facebook, like, all right, F91, I really like this movie, and on top of that, like. I don't remember what else I was saying, but like on top of it, like I just really like this movie, and it hurts because like there's so much potential to like what they wanted to do with this, and like the other surrounding media I know about, like the late UC stuff, but D from Three Black Geeks commenting on it is like, yeah, after that woman took the shell case to the head, I was out. I was like, look, it might be the gruesome fuck I am, but I was like, oh, it's that kind of Gundam series. Like this shit is.
The funniest thing is, it's like it feels like Depression era Tomino, but it's not. It's really
like,
not.
Yeah, it's
other than the war
I'm gonna
scenes,
tell a gritty space epic, and then
like for real, other than the war scenes, it's actually a kind of a lighthearted show, because like you can kind of tell like the B plot for the first season was gonna be Seabook trying to come to terms with like the fact that his mother had been working on this weapon system, because it's like Seabook and his sister dealing with their parental issues, and like the relationship between Seabook's father and mother. Can I just say that it's like some of those lines
relationships in Gundam, surprisingly,
one, yes, that's really good. The fact that Seabook's mom survives the end of the series, wow, congratulations. Actually, well, both of Amuro's parents sort of survive, but...
and they don't. Well, no, they survive, but they don't like become estranged from the Seabook or whatever.
Yeah, like they don't become estranged, because like Seabook was honestly more upset at his mother than his mother was at him. But Seabook kind of gets over that shit near the end of it, because he like he comes to understand his parents. And like, can I just say, like the lines that his mom said, like no, I can't remember if his mom or his dad that said like, why would mom take her skills and go build weapons? Like, listen, son, you go to where the money is. And I was like, I feel that in my spirit.
Talking it.
Yeah, like I appreciate like Seabrook. Like he's one of my favorite characters. Also, the fact that his new type ability is so much higher than like almost any you guys like you find out during Crossbone. Seabrook is so good in Crossbone, he never had to use the shield on the Crossbone Gundam.
Shit, son. But...
like Seabrook is the pinnacle of like new type ability. And it's like, okay.
Oh, and 'cause
cool.
that's something I didn't have much an appreciation for. Where's the frontier colony set at?
Side 4, it's what's being rebuilt in Side 4.
Damn, bro. It always comes to that more period,
So this is like sort of a semi-spiritual successor to Thunderbolts.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, one of the things that I said like on because like I was on the Three Black Geeks talking about Thunderbolt, and I was like, oh, you thought the Federation and Xeon and Thunderbolt were on some bullshit there. Look, the Federation in fucking F91 is the least of shit. Oh, it's just two neighbors fighting it out. We'll just let them take care of it, and we'll come in and take care of things if it gets too serious. And the folks on Frontier 4 are like, sir, what? What do you mean?
Look, the Federation. Look, the only media I can think of where an Earth Federation has been less reliable to the group is Killzone. Because in that, Earth looks at the whole Helgen and like, ISA thing and goes, oh, that's tough. All right, hope y'all have fun.
Look, they're like, that ain't got nothing to do with us. Man.
I like the Federation. Look, and it's no wonder the Federation was like really getting their ass handed to them by the time of victory, because it's like, oh, y'all didn't build up any relationships.
Yeah, bro, some niggas are still using Jagens then though.
Like up until victory, they were still using Jagens.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah.
I have to go back and watch Victory because I didn't remember.
No, like you won't see like they have different mobile suits, but it's like they're like the Jagan stays in service like until the mid 50s, just getting updates. I think
150s.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Yeah, because like I didn't really appreciate it from like the conversations until like I saw it like really in action with the let's see, not the Burger Gyros. What am I thinking about?
What, the Din and Zon?
The Din and Zon versus the
Jagan.
Jagan, and like how much bigger the Jagan is than the Din and Zon, and like when they really said it, it's like, oh, the Federation is still because when they talk about the F91, the Federation has finally built a compact, high-powered suit. And like when they put it like that, I was like, oh, yeah, that is a big, heavy son of a bitch fighting against like a really high-powered, fast fighter.
Yeah, like the Din and Zon weighs less and then has a greater generator output. Like, that's tough.
Yeah, like that's definitely because like that's definitely one of these like, well, like up until this, because like I guess like everyone kind of lost their mind going through Double Zeta, and it was like, nah, son, we're gonna have 30-meter tall mobile suits, and they're like, every once in a while we had to fight inside a colony. What the fuck are you gonna do with that? Like, oh, we're just gonna let the Double Zeta fire its main weapons inside a colony.
By the time of, let's see, here's the thing. It's like, yeah, the Federation had by the time of F91, their main suits were like the Jagans, and then they had like the heavy gun, the James gun, the G cannon, and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But those aren't high performance mobile suits.
Yeah.
And like Anaheim just was not on the curve for like.
So you could say like Bush Concern was like the new upstart company, like maybe someone could say like an AMD, and Anaheim Electronics is the old stalwarts. What's the blue team? Intel. Heavier, older.
But yeah, it's like, oh, that's tough, y'all. Actually, like Anaheim is like, yeah, we're by the time of and they only get less relevant from here on out.
Yeah,
and also
because even then, like the F91 is an SNRI suit, so like that's like Anaheim like just dropping off. So I do have one question before we keep going on with this. Where does Moon Gundam fall between Victory, F91, and all that? Because I remember we talked last week about Dust and Moon finding another goddamn Psycho Gundam.
Yeah, that is special. God, I'm trying to remember the year from Moon because I want to say it's like 115 or something.
So that's a few years before this one, right?
Yeah, it is. Cause the Moon has parts of the Sazabi on it, like that they got from like rescuing the Sazabi.
So where does that place then? Well, so does that mean that Twilight Axis ties in with the Moon folks, or is Twilight Axis?
Yeah, it's no, okay. Twilight Axis is what's on the remains of Axis. Moon is so Twilight Axis is UC. God, my years.
I was just watching it.
Yeah, my years are starting to blend together.
I think they said like Twilight Axis was 96 as well.
Yeah, it's like right. It's either 96 or 94. It's oh god, Moon is still going. Moon Gundam is still going on.
Oh.
Yeah. That's cool.
Late UC 0096 Federation government regarding the existence of the Psycho Frame as regarding the existence of the Psycho Frame as a threat, organizes the Mestima Special Forces team under the command of Lieutenant Mehmet Merka, a member of its intelligence bureau. The team is ordered to entering the investigate part of the Shatter Asteroid Axis. Yeah, I just started watching it after I finished watching F91 because I was like,
I just started actually reading a new Gundam manga that I've wanted to read for the longest time. 2,200 Miles Across North America.
Okay, what's that?
It follows two Xeon pilots who were on Earth who were trying to make it back to the retreating Xeon forces, but they have to travel across North America. It's actually really good.
Sounds like an amazing road trip in a Zaku.
Oh, they're in Act Guys.
In Act Guys? Wow.
Here,
I bet they really wish they could find the Northwest Passage.
Let me see if I can find a cover for it.
Oh, actually, let me see if Gundam Wiki has it as well. Oops, that's Sejun Kim. Don't open his wiki page.
I started reading it because one of my friends was like, "Hey, have you read this?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." And
also, when I was looking at it, the RX-78 AN01, the one that they show in Twilight Axis, the first time I looked at it, that really looked like an RX-178. So I was like, wait.
Oh, the Tristan?
Yeah, the Tristan. Yeah, but it's like, the Tristan is like a decade late update of the fucking Alex?
Essentially.
Like, why dig this out of mothballs? So he says 2,200 miles.
I found the cover for you. There you go. I'm putting it in what's this?
Mobile Suit Gundam at guide. I got it up. I'm about to bring it up real quick.
In the studio feed. Right now.
Oh, my screens have gotten flipped. Here.
But yeah, it's like December and like these two brothers are trying to make it back across North America.
Those are two cute little murder machines.
It is one of the most brutal Gundam series I have ever seen.
And we just want to survive, man. Let us get home. Oh, it's a side story to We're Federation Hooligans. Okay.
Yes. That's why I was like...
Yeah. Wow. Journey, baseball, breakdancing. I absolutely now need to read the breakdancing chapter. All right. But yeah, let's get back. Let's talk about the game stuff real quick, and we will go back to talking more. Also, so it's a little funny, again, talking about the scale of the late UC mobile suits, especially like the Formula series of suits. So like going from having like bigger mobile suits down on the table to having the F91 is a bit of a surprise, because like it's about a shoulder lower than anything else on the field.
It's great.
So I built got like thinking about, like, as you said, like, yeah, Zabine is a horrible racist. I feel bad now because I made everyone like black Vanguard suits, and I was like, oh, you bastard. So like I guess like that it'll be interesting to see like what he's like outside of the auspices of like being part of the Crossbone Vanguard, but in outside of Cosmo Babylonia, but still part of the Crossbone Vanguard. Is that what I'm getting? You were saying before.
Okay, so when Sicily and Seabrook like start their whole pirate like thing to go fight Jupiter, they decide to call themselves the Crossbone Vanguard.
Okay.
Which is the second Crossbone Vanguard. That's why I was like, you have to differentiate between Crossbone Vanguard and Crossbone Vanguard Space Pirate.
Yeah, so there's Cosmo Babylonia Crossbone Vanguard, and then there is Crossbone Vanguard Space Pirates. So Sicily is still sort of, I'm sort of getting money from supporters of my family who agree with what I'm doing. So who's leading the Jupiter faction then?
Crux Dougherty.
All right, so it's Crux Dougherty. So like, does her grandfather is now just like chilling out in the Frontier colony space?
It's like we're way away from Frontier 4 during Crossbone.
Right.
We're in
like,
the
Jupiter
orbits.
sphere.
Yeah.
Right. So like we're in the Jupiter sphere. So like, does Zabine go with them, or does Zabine stay?
Zabine goes with them originally.
Okay.
I don't want to give you any more than that.
All right.
But Zabine goes with them and takes the crossbow, and he is on the the Mother Vanguard. That's the name of their ship. They're on the Mother Vanguard, and he has the X2.
Okay, so they're currently just being funded by SNRI. Like, we don't want SNRI. Like, look, we know the Federation can't handle this smoke, and we don't want it either. So y'all go and tie up the Jupiter Empire. And Sicily's like, all right, I'm still just gonna take this Cosmo Babylonia money and funnel it into this war effort to save humanity, even though that's the exact opposite of what Cosmo Babylonia wants to do.
Well, yeah, it's more of people who were like, okay, she's leading this group. After she fakes her death, she fakes her death and she starts using the Rona name again. So, but they're like, people who are like, this is her, this is what she wants. So here's money and everything, and keeping them funded. So it's those who are loyal to her.
All right. So, and following that, since this week is the Burger week, and explicitly Zabine's Burger, I made my own Black Vanguard of formula suits. So I have the F91 N type. Is basically just a normal F91 with the F90N chest, because apparently I haven't unlocked anything that has an F91 chest. And of course it's done up in, I will say, the Black Vanguard colors, the black, purple, and gold, is pretty fucking dope.
Oh yeah, no, like, oh god, look, and that's one of the better looking, like, Butch Concern mobile suits.
Oh, you mean the Burger Gyros? Yeah. I'm gonna say, despite like the bug-eyed face, like, we'll get into it in a minute when we start talking about the Burger Gyros. Second up is the F90 SB, is a mix of it's basically an F90 support type also in the Black Vanguard colors. But in order to give it a shield, I gave it the rotating shield off of the what was last week's suit? Off of the anchor. So just ported back a bit of future technology, and I'll let Sabine have this one. So, and then finally, I gave Cecily the F90 new type. What was it? The new type logistics version. Oh no, F90 new type long range version. So it has long range guidance, cannon pieces, and then new type shields and arms and a bunch of other stuff to keep it running. Yeah, just like that one. I just had to finish it out. I couldn't really make that one work very well.
I'm just thinking, Seabrook had a decent life. Like, not only does he have a decent life, this man gets to a decent point where he can actually retire.
I'm honestly really excited to like go and read this because I want to talk to you like figuring out like what my reading order is going to be to get through F91 and through Crossbone. I don't think
then you just go straight to Crossbone.
I wanted to back up that, and that was going to be my question. So
yeah,
hold on, we'll get there. We'll get there in a second. So, God, even compared to the frickin' SNRI suit, the Butch Concern suits are so fucking small. Like, the Burgagyros is tiny. It's so cute. It's so adorable. Look at the little guy. He wants to fight and murder everyone. But, kind of going back a little bit. So who kind of came about first? Was it Butch Concern or SNRI?
Butch Concern originally started in, like, I think he started his company in, like, before the 1 year war.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. They're old money. Like, old money. In the novel, Benager goes to a Butch Concern school.
Wow, that's actually really cool to know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Like,
Subdivisions Butch Junk Incorporated salvage company consists of several space debris collecting. In the novel, OVA Multi Gundam protagonist Benager Links works part-time at the company. Butch Aerodynamics, a killers and vocational school formed in UC 106. Small suit pilots. That's kind of cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, no. Gundam's lore. Look, we will drop our hints. Like, we know how to come back around.
Scharnhorst Bush.
I told you, man. Sorry.
Built that company in UC 55 and just waiting.
What the man was like. The man played the long game.
He's like, nah, fuck those Xeon scum. They got a good idea with I can't even really describe it because the Zabi family, while a form of royalty, the Zabis, like, I can't even really describe what the fuck type of government was Xeon anyway.
Okay, so Xeon originally started out as essentially a republic.
Like
they
from the sound of it, Xeon Zoom Daikun wanted to make what sounded like a communist republic for space noids.
That's what he wanted to, but originally they were like working this regular republic, a democratic republic. He's in charge. Then he was
it could still be a democratic republic, but like the idea was like we want all of our rights, and they're like because we're all sort of people. No, well, it's Space Korea basically. It becomes Space Korea eventually. But yeah, like So yeah, they wanted a republic. Their exact finance plans for all of that, or their 5-year plans, whichever way you want to go with it. That didn't really come around because Zeonzum Daikun gets assassinated.
Look, okay, here's the thing about that, and me and D have talked about this tons of time. It was probably the right move.
To assassinate Zeon?
Yes. Because the day he was assassinated, he was about to declare war on the Federation. Like the next sentence out of his mouth was going to declare.
If you watch Origin, he literally was like toiling at how to declare war.
That's true.
On the Federation.
The zombie is like, nah, fam, you about to fuck with that money a little too soon. hey, hold up there, you got a little too much dip on your ship now.
He was like, we ain't ready for this yet, you know? Like, he was like, no.
We respect your idea, but your timing is shit, Zeon. Come on now.
Like Dagon Zombie, I have always said this, Dagon Zombie is stupidly smart. Like Dagon Zombie is like, nah.
Look, he was playing 5D chess, man.
Look, Dagon Zombie, and the funniest thing is, Dagon Zombie was 100% fine with side 3 ruling itself. It wasn't until Giran got a little bit uppity that things started going.
That nigga started quoting Hitler, bro.
No, go ahead.
No,
like Dagon,
last 4 years,
Dagon seriously was 100% okay with like just been like, okay, Zeon is independent, fine, this is good. Then Giran was like,
Hey, Garrett, or not Garrett. Hey, Dagon, have you ever heard of Lebensstrom?
Like, it's like, oh yeah, and it, you know, he's got like, you know, he's got a daughter who, oh god, let's just make this a reminder. Cassilia killed more Zeons than Char did.
You mean Cassilia killed more zombies than Char did, or?
Yeah, no, like Cassilia killed her brother.
Yeah.
Actually, she killed 2 of her brothers. Yeah.
I'm gonna say you gotta be more specific.
She killed
I remember
Cicero
and Cicero.
Oh god, she killed Cicero and Giran.
Yeah, and Giran. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
She shot Giran in the head, and then she planned to.
She attempted to kill 2 of. She attempted to kill 3 of her brothers. Because Dozel is too fucking dumb and strong that he just tanked a goddamn explosion next to him. Kill my brother.
Dozel is built different. This man.
Bro,
had a bomb.
Like, I've heard of being too angry to die. This nigga Dozel
too dumb to die.
He's too meathead to die.
This man Dozel walked out of an explosion with just some bleeding.
I'm waiting to find out that Dozel survived the big bomb explosion because his lungs were too dumb to realize he couldn't breathe. I'm waiting for that to happen.
Like
he's just gonna roll. He's just gonna roll up on not Merida.
Maneva.
Maneva.
Daddy's home.
Daddy's home.
Look, okay, and also my favorite thing about Dozel, they don't cover it in the series, but they cover it in Shin Matsunaga's manga and everything. Mm-hmm. Dozel used to be one of those guys who's like, all right, we need a morale boost. So him and Shin Matsunaga would get a bunch of guys together in their Zakus and then just go raid a Federation base in the middle of the night.
As you do.
Right.
As you do. When you have air superiority, that's the shit you can do. He was like, what you gonna do? Chase us with some balls?
Like Dozel would apparently bust into like the barracks and being like, "We're raiding the Federation tonight," and like Shin Matsunaga be like, "Well, my best friend says we're raiding the Federation tonight. Better go add another 5 kills to my tally."
Oh my god.
Like,
But yeah.
Shin Matsunaga also, like, I just want to say, is like one of my favorite characters in the Gundam lore, because hearing this man in Gundam Evolve complain about his mobile suit not being gray is fucking hilarious.
Oh man.
And not only did they not give him a gray mobile suit, no, they gave him a bright yellow mobile suit.
Damn, just an extra fuck you on.
Like,
but I guess like I wanted to go down this rabbit hole of, oh god, actually I don't even remember why I want to go down this, because
because we're talking about royalty and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, Giran decided, yeah, we're going full dictatorship here. Like,
so they're still a dictatorship, not like a royal, not like a monarchy or an
right.
Well,
he wanted a
oligarchy.
military dictatorship.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing is, this man Giran set up a military dictatorship with himself not in power. That's the funniest bit.
Like, Giran was like, I know my place. I'm the Machiavellian genius. I sit in the back. People don't like me. My family doesn't like me.
Right.
Because he wanted, well, he had Daegwin as the head until Daegwin died. Like, who the fuck was going to step up when Daegwin died?
Well, Daegwin wanted Garma.
Well, of course he wanted Garma, but Garma's been dead for about 6 months now, so you needed new plans.
Like, the funniest thing is,
to be fair, actually no, it was like Garma was only dead for like.
Yeah. Actually, no, you're right, because it's September.
It's like 2 months.
Garma's only been dead for a few months, so yeah, up to this point, like Giran's plan is kind of shaking up. It's shaking out until all the wheels come off when Garma dies.
Look, like, Giran would have easily been able to control Garma.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
Garma, you poor sweet summer child.
To be fair, Garma is the least clinically insane in that family.
Yeah. Cause I was gonna say, well, Dozel's a good lad, but he's pretty insane.
He's just a moron.
Yeah, Dozel is your best general. Dozel is not your lead.
Dozel is your leader of men.
As Giran says in the Giran's Greed game, Dozel can fight on the lines. He cannot run the show from the back.
Nope. He could even be an okay figurehead, but Dozel is the type of person that, like, the things that are going around Dozel are too smart for him. Someone is pulling his strings. I feel like Garma is savvy enough where people are like, oh, this is something that Garma would do, but he's naive enough to let his brother like run everything else.
But it is in 0083. What broke Gato was Dozel's death. Like, because here's the thing, Zeon's soldiers rallied around this man Dozel, and it's really evident in the origin. Like,
like that's doubly true, because like it's two big blows to Zeon basically on the same day: the fall of Solomon and the death of Dozel. Like, I feel like that broke the spirit of Zeon, and all you have left is a pit of snakes leading your government. You have Cassilia and Giran left as your heads of state. The fuck are you expecting to happen next? Like, I bet every general is like, oh, we are getting out of here. If we don't die to the Federation, they will kill us.
Like, Cassilia, I'm sorry. My favorite thing, like, Johnny Ridden makes it very clear. He served under her. He was like, he says it himself, don't trust Cassilia. like nobody trusted Cassilia. It was like, okay.
Whatever you say, boss.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Everybody's like, oh, sweet.
Sorry, hold on.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, hang tight real quick. Hang tight, guys.
Mr. Satan in Dragon Ball Z.
Hey, hang tight, guys.
Got you.
All right, come on back. My connection was like really weak for a second.
But yeah, like Dozel is just like, yeah, you know, we're doing this and everything, you know.
We're gonna go through. We're gonna body these guys. We're gonna rip them apart, and then we're gonna be badasses, and then everyone's just gonna.
Favorite thing about it is Dozel's. Okay, the characterization they give to Dozel during Origin, where he's like, he didn't want the war with the Federation, but after things got out of hand, he needed it to protect his family.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best bit of characterization I have ever seen. He's like, oh, we start a war with the Federation if we don't
win,
through,
my family's fucked.
Yep.
Little does he know.
Which
Which
I feel so.
Drop happens, and he has a bit of a mental breakdown.
Yeah, like Cassilia, you know, it's sort of funny. Cassilia is like because if you remember that conversation between Dozel and Garrett, Dozel was absolutely against the colony drop. He's like, but then like Garrett's
the way it is barbaric. It's not.
But Garrett's like, if we do this, it will end the war quickly. And Dozel being a man of, I want to protect my soldiers, I want to protect my family.
Like I see like Dozel's thinking in this. Dozel sees the war of the Federation, to put in World War II terms. Dozel's like, look, this is all Operation X-Ray. This is all bad. And for those, was it Operation X or Operation X-Ray, whichever one? Operation X-Ray was was the United States plan. Same difference. The United States plan to invade the Japanese homeland to end World War II. Jesus Christ. Giran's like, look, we can just nuke them.
Oh God! Like, I really. Garrett, like, I just would have loved to be, you know, it's like, okay, Dozel's dead. Who's left? Well, we have Garrett and Cassilia. All right, cool. So, let's go. So, let's see what's going on at Axis.
Yeah, we defect real quick. What's going on?
Like, look, I'm sorry. The fact that Xeon
I hear Federation is hiring people, so
I just imagine Xeonic and Zemad, scientist or whatever, let's just go over to Anaheim real quick. Let's go over
Anaheim.
Let's just go over to Luna 2 and hide our Swedish accents.
Like,
Swedish accents.
The fact that, like, you know, Anaheim was like, well, hold up, there are a lot of good mobile suit engineers over there.
That Operation Paperclip wasn't such a bad idea.
Right. It's like, oh man, America might have had a good idea 120 years ago. Let's see what they.
We hang to our values. Because what was that? What's that goddamn Zaku wannabe suit that they build almost?
The High Zok.
The High Zok, yeah. Federation. All right, we're bringing out like some.
The High Zok does not need to fucking exist.
Look,
I'm sorry.
Look, so there is some 1 year war veteran that gets severe PTSD every time he sees a High Zak roll up.
Bro, you've already got like a hyper improved Zaku. It's called a Goof, so we don't need a High Zak.
But the Goof is too expensive.
You got Federation money. Just make Goofs.
Nah. We gotta build a bunch of these bitches. We gotta like subjugate all these colonies. We gotta like put these bitches inside. Look, we have. Well, I was gonna say we have a bunch of experienced young pilots. Well, no, you don't.
No.
Nah, them bitches dead somewhere. They're dead, or they've changed their names and become Federation test pilots,
or both.
Died and then become a Federation test pilot.
Order's stuck on Earth in an abandoned ships and shit.
Yeah. But so all of that to basically get to, so Xeon was a military dictatorship, and then kind of just becomes a guerrilla revolutionary force for the next 20 some odd years, like with a few peaks coming up with Axis Xeon.
I'm back. My computer decided to freeze.
Oh yeah, so I was summarizing again. God, what was it? So Xeon was a military dictatorship that eventually melts down and becomes a guerrilla resistance force until a number of like axes of support peak up, such as the Delaz fleet.
Well, that's the weird. Okay, Side 3 proper. Okay,
they remain
After
independent. They remain a republic.
Well, yeah, they become the Republic of Xeon, and they sign an agreement with the Federation that they have their autonomy till UC 100.
Mm-hmm.
Then, but here's the thing: Xeon didn't at this time didn't try and make any like set up with the Earth Federation to get the thousands of Xeon soldiers in mobile suits still on Earth off the planet. So
Yeah, like,
they all start
if
going.
y'all get home, welcome back. But stay y'all asses. Hey, we gonna be struggling over here.
So then you have like groups. So yeah, you get tons of little small like groups on like Earth that are like, okay, we'll just hide our mobile suits and live here. Fine.
Meanwhile, Butch Concert in the back. We'll help y'all clean up all this space debris. We got it. Don't worry.
We'll do that. Starts making mad amounts of money off of that. Then you have Delaz, who literally him and his guys just sat off in space for 3 years. They didn't even go to Axis. They just sat off in space.
Fuck y'all, we're going to Jupiter.
Meanwhile, Simagaraha, who had literally just left Axis with a bunch of brand new mobile suits, was like, well, war's over. Woo! Space pirates.
Space pirates.
It's like, oh, we have 10 most advanced mobile suit at the end of the war.
Which ones were there?
The Gelgug Marine.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the most powerful mobile suit Xeon had at the end of the war. And Seema had 11 of them, 10 regular ones and her custom one. And on her ship, and she was just like, all right. Yeah, no, because Xeon was like, yeah, because Xeon blamed her as a war criminal.
Yep.
Wait, I forget what did they blame her for doing? For gassing the colony?
That gassing that Shiro saw, she was the pilot who fired of that Zaku 1.
Oh shit.
So when the war ended, they threw her under the bus.
Because that was Shiro's colony. That was side 2, wasn't it? Yep.
It was a colony inside 2, yeah.
Yeah.
And they threw her under the bus. And she was like, oh, hold up. No.
Oh, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Fuck all that nonsense.
Yeah. So, instead of sticking at Axis, takes her Zanzibar and dips. She's like, fine, pirate. You want me?
First round of Space Pirates.
You want me to? She's like, you want me to be the bad guy? Fine, I'll be the bad guy. Which is why when she sets up the whole thing with the Earth Federation, which is kind of so stupid that gets South Burning killed, but the whole thing she was doing.
Wait. Sorry, that is one. That name speaks to me as a big fan of General Tecumseh Sherman. South Burning.
Yeah, but yeah. So Burning, like the whole like thing that she Burning interrupted, that got Burning killed, was her giving the secrets of the plan to the Earth Federation in exchange for them wiping her record.
So what secret plans were these?
So if you remember, when Burning died, he was reading the plan for Operation Stardust.
Yeah.
So
Burning.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
South Burning.
Wow, that man looks like burnt sun and leather.
He's old. He's
Legendary Earth
basically-
Federation pilot, man.
Yeah.
Teams
He's
up with
the
Dick
top
Allen.
gun Of,
Yep.
yeah. God.
But
Fucking Dick Allen.
Dick Allen. Dick
That's the
Allen,
most
Super
American
Bowl
football
champion.
Yeah, that's the most American football name I've ever heard. They did a good job. Normally, like Japan does a horrible job with American names. Dick Allen.
Dick Allen. Yeah, because like South Burning. One, if I can have like my what is it called? My weird ass celebrity child name, it's gonna be South Burning. Just so you know. it's gonna be oh excuse me, actually no, it's gonna be Tecumseh South Burning.
Oh my god. But yeah, so like so Burning but yeah, you gotta remember Burning and his wingman, Mr. Lieutenant Dick Allen, Super Bowl champ.
I always wonder. Did anybody else know? Well, I imagine people know, like, what Dick Allen was.
Well, they had his trophies in his barracks.
Right,
Yeah,
this
he
man
had
got his like
Super Bowl
Super Bowl
trophy, and he had
his
like
jersey.
supplement his jerseys, but it's still Australia.
Well, it was a Federation base. So I mean it's
It's a fair mix.
everybody
You
was-
said something about South Burning, and you said something about Sherman. I just imagine South Burning leading a charge to the Augusta New Type.
Fuck yeah, son.
But yeah,
I come
so,
back to my namesake.
So yeah, so when they interrupted SEMA giving the plans for Operation Stardust to a Federation officer, but Burning chased her away. She shot Burning's GM custom. Burning, by the time he figures out how to get this stupid case open and everything, has his GM custom explode.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay,
Cool. That was one of the most infuriating deaths of all time in any Gundam.
the worst thing about it is you can tell it was Shoji Kawamori who was like, hey, please allow me to keep drawing the inside of the mobile suit so you can see what's wrong. Because like every time they show it, like it's got like you see the like actuator like near the fuel line.
Oh god damn.
It is the most well rendered thing. Like in that.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch Stardust Memory soon. I think there's gonna be a thing
really
for that
good.
eventually.
Just watch that one scene. Somebody they have to have that scene on.
I'll look it up
YouTube,
later.
yeah.
But all right, so all this coming from so the various pirate and resistance forces phase to so there's the Delaz. So there's the Delaz that goes to Jupiter, right?
No, you're thinking Dogety.
Dogety, my bad. Dogety goes to Jupiter.
Delaz, General Delaz was one of Admiral Dozel's like direct subordinates.
Right.
So
okay. So with him, what's who leads Marzion?
Oh, those are people who left Axis.
Okay. So you have
Who were
the
like,
folks.
oh god, we need to flee even further.
And I gotta move that over.
Which is just, I just want to say that this man Gato changed mobile suits 3 times during the Battle of Solomon.
Yeah.
Like he ran out of ammo, and instead of like rearming, he went in, grabbed another mobile suit,
So
and
he
then
Formula
floop.
E'd that shit. It's faster to switch suits than to reload and refuel. Bring me another. You fix this one while I spin this one.
I'm gonna have to use that one for later. He Formula E that shit.
Like he gets he was literally like they show him arrive at his Gelgook. He like gets out of his Gelgook. They show him getting into a Rick Dom, and they're like, "Look, don't get." They're like, "It's like Admiral Dozel's been killed. We're retreating." Gato,
God damn it! I'm already like killed like 30 mobile suits today. I am on a roll.
Damn.
Like
So-
Gato, look, man. I love when Keith is yelling, like when he like says like the Annabelle Gato, the one they teach us about in tactics class, the Nightmare of Solomon Gato.
Like, this is who you are fucking with, sir. I don't want to die. Do you? We're a test team.
But yeah, we're test pilots, man. Like,
Oh no! So if you're playing Dynasty Warriors 3, okay, and you're playing as like Gato, and Amuro hits the field, Gato goes on this rant, and then, like you get a sub objective to go take down the Federation's White Devil.
Never tired of hearing that. So you have the Laz fleet then that is during Stardust. So first Zeta Gundam is Earth Federation, well, versus Titans, right? Tetons.
Yeah, if there's ever a gray battle in then Gundam, it's Zeta, because it's AUG, Anti-Earth Union Group,
excuse me,
versus Titans, sort of versus Earth Federation. It's more the Earth Federation is like getting bullied by the Titans.
You're like, hey, all right, so we want to stand up this anti-terrorist task force to go take out all these Xeon remnants. All right, so we're just gonna need you to increase our budget tenfold above your regular military forces. Oh, that sounds fine. Wait, why are you turning those guns? Ow! Why are you stepping on my face? Ow! Why are you stepping on my... Like, keep paying this bitch or we'll do it harder.
This is it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, no. After Xeon dropped a colony on the middle of the United States, it's like, yeah, we can't have any more of these, of these terrorist groups. Here's the Titans, which is like, okay. Now I agree with y'all thinking you need a regulatory. They have complete autonomy. Now, we're gonna put Basque Ulm in charge.
So why is it a bad idea to put Basque Ulm in charge?
Because Basque Ulm
allowed that shit to happen.
Yeah, Basque Ulm, like, okay, Jamatov Hyman is the old guy you see in Zeta. Basque Ulm is the guy with the Bato eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Basque Ulm was the most notorious Earth Federation commander during the 1 Year War. So you remember in Call of Duty, and they're like, you think Shepard cares about danger close? Basque Ulm is that times a million. Like that.
You think Basque Ulm cares about blowing up a ship next to his own men?
I think Basque Ulm cares about shooting his own men to get to the ship behind him.
Like, hey, you gotta remember, even in Stardust Memory, Basque Ulm turned on the solar system on a Federation ship.
Yeah. Mm. Oh, right. Somebody did get blown up. Yeah. Rest in power.
Basque Ulm took every single fear that the Earth Federation had and strong-armed it into becoming the most dangerous person in that series. Which is the best thing when they supplant him as being the bad guy with Paptimus Sirocco.
I'm sorry, what about being the bad guy with Paptimus Sirocco?
Like, the whole series, you're like, yeah, this is good. It's like, okay, Jamatov Hyman and Basque Ulm are the guys that have to go down. And then, like, the last quarter of the series, it's like, yeah, no, they're not the problem.
You're right, because Paptimus Sirocco is just like, oh, I'm the smart man that's here just providing all these weapons and things for the Titans to succeed. And then it turns around and it's like, no, surprise! It was always me, Paptimus Sirocco.
Paptimus and my almighty harem are here to destroy the Federation.
Because Paptimus Sirocco's motivation was he just hated the Earth Federation, wasn't it?
He was also a new type.
Yeah, but I say, didn't he just hate old types?
Yeah. Which, and him being a stupidly powerful new type, like a stupidly powerful new type, he didn't mind breeding his way to getting all the new types.
See, the plan to breed your way to new type supremacy only works if your waifu survive. Unfortunately, there was I was about to say Jared Mesa. Oh no,
Hang on, I might be insane, but did you just say breed his way
to new type supremacy? Did I stutter?
Yeah, my shit died.
Did I stutter?
It died. Well, actually, what happened was it cut out, and I thought like, the way these niggas just said what I think they just said.
I did indeed say what I think you just like.
Oh.
Look, was that not what Patrimus was trying to do by like seducing?
You got a harem.
If you got a harem, might as well use it. New types are either totally nuts or godly. All right, because like Sirocco was a traditional new type, right? He wasn't like a cyber. He was just like new type.
Yeah,
like
he's a new type.
Yeah, he's like real new type. Yeah, like to be fair, most of the crazy new types we see are cyber new types, and those are like, oh, you have a hint of new type ability, we're gonna set that bitch to kill and let's fucking go.
Basically, we're gonna completely rewrite your
mind and personality. Look,
oh my god, I need to go back and watch this and see. Hold up, sorry.
What was old buddy
just pointed out that?
Wait, hold on.
Somebody pointed out what?
Reading out. What's it called? Does it make sense though? Because like
Nina State
become a new type just from birth.
Purpleton from 0083. Okay.
Yeah.
You know how she sort of looks like a younger Maribit from Iron Blooded Orphans? She does, and they have the same voice actor.
They don't really. I don't know. She doesn't really seem younger. They seem about the same age.
You can say like they favor each other, but maybe I wouldn't say that.
They have they do have a similar voice though, but just seem.
What and I'm sorry, Fan Man Third. Hi,
but wait,
sorry.
Hold on. Back on that Haptimus bullshit. or dude, I thought new types were just like random and not based on.
It is kind of random, but if your parent is a new type, you have higher chances of being a new type.
And people who are born in space have a much higher chance of being a new type.
Yeah.
What is
gravity's weighing your souls down. Come on now.
Yeah, it's like, you know, because apparently it has to do with the spatial awareness. It's so stupid the way they try and rationalize it. But
Look, it's space magic. That's all that matters.
New type space bullshit, right? There's gonna be new type space magic bullshit. I have to say it properly.
Rest in peace, Stark Jagan Pilot for getting done up.
I think about that nigga every day. I'm not lying.
Wait, which Stark Jagan Pilot?
The very first fight in Unicorn. The very first fight in Unicorn. Stark Jagan takes on
really well.
Yeah, takes on like the Kasatra and is putting in work. Like this man is, and like they confirm it in like the novel and everything. Guy's a 1-year war veteran. Like this guy's got like 18 plus years of mobile suit piloting experience, and he is fighting Merida, like going at it. And the only reason he lost is because of the funnels.
Well, no, partly funnel, and then partly because of the anti-beam coating.
Yeah.
On it, because he put that bitch at her cockpit.
He had that thing ready, but no.
It was at the cockpit.
Look, if it would have been a fair fight, he would have had it. But technological advantage and new type space magic bullshit.
Yeah. But then again, if he would have won,
you would have been sad too.
I would have been sad because I wouldn't have known that Marita was best girl all along.
But yeah.
All right. So we keep trying to walk our way forward. So, because one of the notable things for Zeta with the Titans is Patrick Sirocco is the man from Jupiter. So he's coming back from Jupiter at this point when Jupiter is still just a resource colony, right?
Yep. They're just like harvesting like stuff out there. His ship is even literally just a modified like carrier.
Yeah.
They're harvesting.
It's a gas carrier.
Yeah.
Gas carrier with enough parts to apparently build 4 giant mobile suits in Sirocco's spare time.
I mean, well, there's nothing out there, man. So like,
Which
he's
I
gonna
give him
lose
credit for,
proportion of the mobile
because
suits.
he did design multiple mobile suits, and I'm like, he literally went toe to toe. Which you got to give him and both Judah credit, not Judah, Camille.
Camille.
Both designing their mobile suits. Judah
That's
didn't
fair.
have to design a mobile suit. Judah literally inherited what Camille was working on.
Yeah, that's fair. Like I will give Camille, that's a man's name, beat on credit for his development. We're gonna keep going, but Fan Man, what do you mean by Trey's Kushinada? Like I see, like
That's
Char
after
was at.
Colony.
I know, that's why I'm confused by like what do you mean by Trey's Kushinada in a conversation about new types. But so we have
He
what go.
He must be talking about using his like sex appeal or whatever to just get everybody to do whatever.
I
think that's what he's talking
guess maybe. I'm gonna need you to
Give Trey's
clarify.
credit. This man was like younger
Look.
than like everybody who was supporting him.
Wait, was Noin older than him?
No.
No.
Noin was 19. Trey's was like 24.
Like,
And,
I really do be forgetting. Like, we have like some JROTC motherfuckers out here wielding weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, boy.
Yo,
Like
we're
Char
gonna
17 for the 1 year war.
like I can almost understand that one more so than Trey's. But like, so I'm trying to get there. Like, so what the fuck happens out in Jupiter to go from, oh, we're a little resource colony to we're gonna start the Jupiter Empire and fuck everything else?
Oh, because everything
you're
needed
tight.
helium-3, and Jupiter was the leading supplier of helium-3. So Jupiter kind of just
How long
bullied
did
their
it
way
take
into
them?
money.
How long did it take them to get from Jupiter to the Earth sphere?
To the Earth sphere, it's God. I want to say
It's a long ride. It's
yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it has to be it has to be years.
It's several years because what's it called? Roos says something about it.
Wow.
Like, why would you want to come back from Jupiter to the raggedy ass Earth sphere though? Like, you got like several planets you can colonize out in Jupiter, and like y'all just why don't y'all just look down on the Earth sphere like, ooh, we're gonna leave that raggedy shit behind, and we're just gonna chill out here on Titan and fuck the rest of y'all.
Oh, because what happened? They got up there and they're like, oh, we have money. We're spaceborne. Earth Federation looking kind of relaxed over there.
They looking kind of raggedy down there.
Ain't had anybody slapped them up in a while. No, and they're like,
Except for Cosmo Babylonia.
and even that was just out off to the side. They're like, man, that ain't our problem, you know.
Yeah.
Look,
Yo,
Earth
wait, I'm
Federation
sorry.
is-
How sweaty do you think Anaheim is being on the moon? And like, cause Frontier 4 is on the sun side of the moon. So Frontier 4 and Frontier 1 go down to fucking Cosmo Babylonia and I'm having fun saying that if you haven't noticed. And the Crossbone Vanguard, and Anaheim's just watching like the suits they have get torn to shit. And SNRI is like, look, our check's cleared. Y'all deal with it.
like Anaheim. Okay, the funniest thing is, like, they've made it very canon right now that Anaheim took a hit after the whole unicorn thing. Like,
Oh yeah,
took
you're
a-
right. You're right. Because like, what is it? The Federation just lost faith in them at that point. They're like, oh, you let three hyper weapons fall out of your control. The fuck do you think we're gonna do to you now?
Three paracausal weapons, basically.
3 paracausal weapons.
Right, and let's remember, one of them, you stuck a new type girl in. Her soul took over the mobile suit, and the mobile suit ran away for 2 years.
Yo, like how like a lot of unicorn is really Anaheim playing cover your ass, trying like we just need these checks to clear for a few more years before the wheels fall off.
That's literally the second half of Unicorn. Is Anaheim literally trying to make sure that they don't get pinned with this? Because if you remember, what's her name was at the Cheyenne base. They were trying to destroy a colony.
Martha, or whatever her name is.
Martha Biss. They were trying to destroy a colony to cover up their own problems. Like,
well, if you, I'm gonna make a bad Destiny joke. If you basically just lost the heart of the Traveler inside of the Earth sphere, and that bitch is angry, what would you do? I'd be willing to kill a few million people.
Look, okay, just wanted to imagine being a let's imagine you're a Federation engineer aboard the General Revel. Your ship launches 50 mobile suits at the Unicorn, and he disables them with a wave of his hand. Not a weapon. You see the Unicorn put his hand up, and then whoosh.
The Unicorn says no.
Look, that's pain. That's pain because I like the General Rebels.
And sorry, no. So what are you referring to with the after colony stuff? Because like I understand, I know that what is it? Trays is the pilot of the refurb Tog. It's the Toggy's 3 at that point, right?
Yeah,
no,
Toggy's
2.
3.
So
wait, Trays is Toggy's 2. Remember who fake kills him?
Yeah, Zex is 3.
Zex is the 3. Yep.
Yeah. No. Okay, so you're trying to remember Zex, but like, so I guess I was just confused because you're saying new types are totally nuts or godly. Char was as bad as they are. However, well, you're referring to Zex.
Char is considered actually a powerful new type.
Yeah, Char is like I am aware, and he has like the battlefield tingle, but that's kind of the like, other than that, Char's just a good pilot.
Yeah, no, they've always said that the only reason why Char even like developed as a new type is because he was being pushed by Amuro.
Yeah, like he got the initial nudge from Lala, and then kind of just like went off the deep end chasing, or by Amuro just like.
Even by CCA, he ain't even a really powerful new type. Like,
yeah, like because it's
ain't 6 funnels ain't nothing.
Yeah, like
Amon uses 18 with the Quebly.
Yeah. Because like even because I'm really trying because like Amuro was only ever.
Is that because of the shark trauma or just because she's that powerful?
It's sort of like Haman is a very powerful new type.
Yeah.
And the only reason why
did the Quibbly also have a psycho frame?
No.
Oh shit. Yeah, she is just raw dogging that new type energy to force those funnels through space.
Like the funniest thing is she faces Judah, who is by far at the time when they like meet the most powerful new type.
Yeah, because like both Char, Lala, and Amuro are kind of like your first iteration of new types where like we have the sensitivity, but like because even then Amuro is just learns to control the funnels by counterattack with the help of the psycho frame. Yeah. So beyond that, like I don't really because like
really,
Amuro just got good.
Amuro got good, Jude, and then the only reason why Haman, who fell in love with Judah, oh my god, fell in love with Judah because Judah was a stupidly powerful new type.
Look, someone really put it out there like Judah wins because Judah got all the bitches.
Judah, look, the funniest thing about it is the first time Haman like realizes like Judah's power, she's like, "Is that Char? No, it's far more powerful." Like, oh god.
All right. So we've gone down something around. So yeah, basically, So Xeon essentially falls apart, and then Xeon falls into irrelevancy after UC 100 because they
Well, they
merge
don't
back.
fall apart. They become
They're
part of the
reabsorbed.
Federation again.
Yeah, they're reabsorbed back into the Federation, and then after being reabsorbed into the Federation, you have Butch Concern that's just been sitting back here, picking up after all these wars, starting up their schools,
Look,
and then just
funny-
like one day, hey, you know what's really cool? Babylonian imagery.
So one of the funniest things, and probably one of the best parts of narrative, and it just shows how much Minerva's grown at this time, is when she finds out that there's been people in Xeon who are still backing, the sleeves. She calls him up, and she's like, she's like, I just can't imagine that somebody would be trying to back the sleeves now. No, that would be very stupid, wouldn't it? And the guy looks like he is seeing death incarnate. Cause he's like, let me find out. Let me find out. because there were people in Xeon who were like, yeah, the sleeves will do this. We won't have to agree to, in 2 years, we won't have to get back up together with the Federation. And Manea is like,
that ain't gonna happen, buddy.
She looks so pissed off at this dude during that phone call. He looks like he is just like, oh my god, I have made a mistake.
Now you fucked up.
You about to be on that slow ship out to Pluto, homie.
Look, like here. All right, I'll put it in. Where is it? Where's the feed? Which feed are we supposed to use?
What is the one? Studio feed. Yeah.
Yeah. This girl right here ain't looking like she's playing around.
Yeah, Minerva has like all of like the cold distill. So what happens to Minerva after UC 100?
It's in the air. We don't like it's one of those things they haven't done anything with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Xeon
just kind of fades off into the ashes of history at that point.
Yeah,
shit happens. So, and then the Federation could give a fuck less about the colonies at this point, it seems, from F91.
Yeah, and I mean, also, I don't think anybody's gonna mess with her because, like, as narrative showed, she's sitting on both Benager and the unicorn.
Sorry. Like, my mind just went somewhere else with that one.
Yeah, mine too.
Like, my favorite thing about that is, like, they just cut back at the end of narrative to showing, like, the, like, jiving deep down into, like, a hangar inside 3, and the unicorn is wrapped up with caution tape. Like, dude, like, look, Benager will not touch that mobile suit again.
Breaking case of darkness.
Like, but that's why he takes the silver bullet suppressor, which is literally meant to suppress his new type abilities.
Yeah, I really want to go back and rewatch narrative after I fully watch Unicorn again.
Narrative is one of those things that's like, yeah, it's not that good, but it's got some great and then
it's good fan service.
Yeah, and then come on, you don't have this is the first time you have a villain who's like, yeah, I don't want to take over everything, I want to destroy the Earth.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm going. Yeah. God,
so we go through
Zoltan. Yeah.
Zoltan.
Zoltan. I was like, yeah, no. He's like, I don't care about new types or old types or Federation or Xeon. He's like,
nah, fuck it, y'all just all gotta burn.
He's like, they put all of us through this horrible situation. So he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna use the Neo Xeon and its stupid, almost paracausal abilities on the same level as the Unicorn to detonate all this, like, helium-3, which is the funniest thing because they're like, yeah, there's no way that, like, there's, like, no way for them to generate a big enough explosion Zoltan, boom, with the Neo Seal. Oh,
Helium
Oh.
3 go bang.
like that's one of those. Oh no.
Yeah.
Like
So with Zoltan,
also, can you think about that? This man like Zoltan literally comes up like by himself, just comes up with a plan. I'm going to detonate all the helium-3 and start like just a second sun at the location of Earth. Oh, God,
Fan Man, give me a second. We'll talk about doing a middle shooter build before we wrap up. We want to get through the end of this short lore walk that we were trying. The short one I was trying to do. Yeah. Now these rabbit holes are hella deep. Because like my plan was like, all right, like the various iterations of like the resistances to the Earth Federation and like just the Earth Sphere. But we did make it through Zeta and Double Zeta. Wait, who the fuck was the bad guy in Double Zeta?
Just
Come on.
No, it wasn't
Xeon.
Axis Xeon. All right, so it's Axis Xeon. So it's still Xeon.
Haman leading. Okay, yes and no. Like, remember I told you that if the Zeta movies happen, then Gundam sort of ends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Axis Xeon does invade at the end. Axis Xeon does start a war.
Yeah.
So you have Haman, who is figureheading Maneva, saying, "This is, I'm doing this for the crown princess," and it's like, okay, that's fine, and thank God, she disappears after the whole, Maneva disappears, and apparently she was on Earth.
Yeah. So, we get through sort of, I guess, like what you could call the resurgent Xeon conflicts, which are both the Delaz incident, both the incidents in Zeta 1 and Zeta 2, and Double Zeta, and then once you get past UC 100,
then you get 6 years of nothing. Then you have Char trying to throw Axis at Earth.
Yeah, but But like this is all still them, and like it's actually relatively quiet, and then it just becomes colonies having dick waving contests at each other, which is how Cosmo Babylonia kind of starts up. And you're like, hey, we have all this money from cleaning up your fucking wars. Guess what we're gonna start doing? We're royalty now, and because of all these people that can't control their emotions, we are going to be the magnanimous highborns. You're garbage collectors, neither here nor there, that are going to stand above you all and govern these colonies properly, and clear out the Earth sphere. Because Iron Mask at that point is like, oh, the Earth also needs to be cleaned. Like,
yeah,
did he? Yeah, go ahead.
So he has that whole philosophy of Earth needs to be clean, and Earth. And then you'll have that same feeling again when you get to Victory Gundam, when you get like the Angel Halo, and they were trying to use like a new type super weapon to just destroy everybody's brains. Oof. Mm.
All right, I feel like I would rather that than the bugs.
No, you know what? I am 100% okay. Yeah, no, I will take the
lasers and brain explosion or lasers and saw blades.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those. Okay.
It's better than cut in half and then possibly just sitting there bleeding out for a couple of minutes.
You're watching your J-Gun get slashed up to pieces while you're in it.
Oh, God. Poor, whatever homie's name was at the end. Oh, that was sad for him. But all of that to finally get up to the UC 120s with the fucking F91 and the Crossbone Vanguard. And
Halfway's Flash, guys.
no, we're skipping Halfway's Flash now. That's not out yet, motherfucker. And we made it to where I needed to be.
Okay, I could go in on Hathaway.
No, not this time. We're gonna do a special Hathaway's Flash episode after Hathaway's Flash comes out. But that gets us to Butch Concern and the Butch Concern development mobile suits and the reminiaturization of mobile suits. Because, like...
And making the Tech Priest mobile suits.
Yes, and making the Tech Priest mobile suits. How tall is this thing? Yo, this thing is 15.7 meters tall at the head. Like, this is... Like, the original Gundam is 3 meters taller than this. And I think, like, the generator output is also higher than the fucking original mobile suit Gundam.
Yeah, it's much higher.
Let's see, RX-78. Come on, give me that 78 goodness. Ooh, come on now. RX-78-2. RX-78. God, all these references. The RX-78-2's generator output is 1,380 kilowatts. And this one... Wait, was that 13,000 or 1,300? 1,380? No, 1,380. The Burga Gyros, admittedly a high-end suit, it's basically a goof, is 4 times as powerful as the original mobile suit Gundam. And let's see, what's our weight? 22 tons. Is a third of the weight. A third of the weight fully loaded. 4 times as powerful and a third of the weight. Looks like Megatron's cousin. The colors really help out with that. So, like, the whole walk we're trying to do is to get down to, like, the various conflicts and the challenges. But now, like, we're looking at, like, the actual mobile suit design. So, as far as Butch Concern is concerned, this is probably the least ugly Butch Concern mobile suit that's out there. It honestly looks a little bit like the was it the Ares air type, or what was
I
yeah,
can see that.
Yeah, it looked like, especially like because of like the way the back unit is, and the color scheme helps a little bit. It looks like the Special Forces version, but like kind of following the developmental path of the Burga Gyros. The Burga Gyros is built off of the Burga Dallas, and that's kind of like the officer suit to the commander suit, and then both of those are built off of the Den and Zon. But what led my question earlier, the Den and Zon is based off of the I have to find it again, the Dessa type, and the Dessa type,
they're little civilian mobile suit.
That's like us, a civilian in super scare quotes saying like Sukhoi built a very large. Would it be Sukhoi? Who builds the T-90 main battle tanks now?
It's not Sukhoi. It's God, I can't think of what that.
But whoever, it's like whoever the armorer is that produces the T-90 is just building a really, really heavy front end loader. That just so happens I can take the lifting equipment off and throw guns on that bitch, because like the Dessa type is basically is everything you need for a Den and Zon. They worked out all of their mechanics and mobility stuff with the Dessa type, and then it's like, surprise bitch, Den and Zon. And like doing this, they were originally borrowing or buying parts for mobile suits from Anaheim, and they just like were slowly like, what is this shit? We build better shit than this in our dreams.
Like, that's the weird thing, is like, you buy shit from like Anaheim. You guys are better than Anaheim. Like,
so by the time they get to like finalizing the design, they are, because like it apparently is like, as let's see, the construction of this model is used by the Butch Concern, the Butch Aerodynamics, as an excuse to buy mobile suit parts from Anaheim. Although in reality, the Dessa type was not truly a working unit. It's actually a secret test bed for the Crossbone Vanguard's Danon series suits.
like,
Yeah, but like this bug-eyed design is ugh.
God, and I'm just thinking, like, it's like the last thing that Hathaway that like Anaheim makes is the Z, and that's like stupidly high performance. It's also like the largest mobile suit in the series. That's like only 15
like
years before
the
this.
Z, like the XIZ, right?
XI. Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Z. I keep forgetting if it's Z or she.
But
Or Kai, whichever one.
yeah, that mobile suit is like 30 meters tall.
And that's like before you get to the Penelope bolt-on stuff, right?
No, the Z is after the Penelope. The Z is 105, the Penelope is 104. But the Penelope flight system, the part that goes up there, makes it taller. Yes. So the Penelope flight system is miniaturized and put into the smaller version.
Yeah, that is a big chunky boy. God damn. Yeah, Anaheim was like, we can't make it smaller. Like, y'all keep asking us to put shit in it. So, fun facts. What's more powerful? The RX-105 or a Denizen?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God. Please tell me that the Denizen does not have a bigger output.
So I will tell you, it's not looking good because the Burger Dallas and the Burger Gyros have higher outputs. I'm gonna pull up the Denizen now.
Okay, well it's 15 years. I'll give them that. But oh God.
Oh! It might be a fight. It might be a fight. The RX 105's generator output is 3,980. The XM01 Denizen 3,880. The RX 105 has it beat by one, but the RX 105 is 80 metric tons fully loaded. A Denizen is 17. So
Okay,
how's it make you think the Denizen is just whipping the shit out of an RX 105?
Oh, that's tough to hear. Oh God.
Like
It's
15 years is a hell of a time.
Yeah, 15 years is a lot of development time. I mean, to be fair, a Poe 2, which came out, in 1940, was just versus, let's say the F version of the P-51,
Yep.
which is 1952. That ain't even a fight,
Look,
like
look, they were really in like that deep plateau, like the tail end of that deep plateau, coming through the end of the UC 100s up until you start getting to the miniaturization fights, going from the F90 series all the way out through Victory.
Yeah.
Because I think, like, at that point, like, you're about as small as a mobile suit can get and still be feasible.
Yeah. Like, I mean, of course, in Unicorn, you have the Lodo.
But the Lodo,
Yeah.
I love the Lodo. All right,
Yeah.
let's look at a little stuff on the Lodo real quick.
APC mobile suit, my nigga. I don't know how you don't like
The D50C. But again, the Lodo, in terms of like a mobile suit, you can barely honestly talk about it as like
Lodo a mobile suit. Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's look at okay. Let's
All right,
look
I'm
at
gonna give you a wild comparison here. 1 second, I gotta the ball.
All right, while he's searching for it, I'm just saying, if I can get a Loto squad, like spin-off, like anime or like manga or something, kind of like how they have the Bad Batch for Clone Wars.
Look.
Okay. Yes.
I'd be happy forever.
Look, I want them to animate where Federation hooligans. That would be.
Can I just get a what's my shit called? A prequel to Thunderbolt with what's old girl's name that was like the veteran of all these different squads. I want to see her fight in the fucking ball.
Oh, Bianca?
I want to see Bianca in a fucking ball.
Oh,
Let's
Bianca!
go.
Oh,
Yeah,
bro.
like tattoo waifu number 1. All right.
Yes.
All right, I'll give you this.
Tattoo
All right,
Jazz Candace waifu. That's
all right.
good.
How many? I'm gonna make a new mobile suit measuring scale. How many balls does it take to power this mobile suit? All right. Thank you.
Oh,
All right,
God.
so how many balls?
That is-
How much balls does this mobile suit have? It's the ball scale. So,
That's pretty good. Oh my
all right.
God.
So like, let's go back to it. So a RX-78 is. I gotta find the RX-78 again.
Actually,
unless I,
hey
go off of
Jared,
it.
compare the RX-78 to the heavy gun. I want to know where Federation mobile suits were at this time.
All right, we will. We'll do this in the ball scale. Give me 1 second. Heavy gun. All right, I even like. I'm doing a favor. I'm pulling up the full equipment type. Well, we'll talk about Tall Geese winning in a minute, okay? All right. So, the heavy gun is. I gotta have a calculator too, because I can't do this math in my head. Let's see. Wow. So the heavy gun is. I have too many tabs open now. So RX-178 is 1300 kilowatts. The heavy gun is RGM-109 is a little over double the strength of what is it? Is a little over double the strength of the RX-78. But we are comparing like a Gundam to basically a mass-produced line unit.
Yeah, you'd have to look at like the regular GM.
So,
Good.
2870. It is the heavy gun is 7 balls. The heavy gun has 7 balls. It's quite potent.
Wait, the ball is 400 kilowatts?
The ball is 400 kilowatts. All right, how many balls does a Lotto have? That's the question for you.
How many balls does
I don't know how many special forces you got in.
Let's say 3. I want to say it's 3. I want to say it's like 1,200 kilowatt. It's gotta be like a.
Do you got a bet on it?
Yeah, I want to know how many special forces teams.
It's got a full load. It's got a full load of 20.
So I'm gonna go for I'm gonna say there's 40 balls in there.
Unfortunately, no. The Lotto only has 2 balls.
Damn.
800 kilowatts. Huh. I actually expected it to be a little bit more by then.
All right, let's look at the. Let's see. Tall Geese
Well,
3.
it kind of makes sense. Like, it just gets in and then gets out, and then like fights for a little bit, and then dips.
So wow. So that's actually really interesting. So the Tall Geese 3. So where do you think the Tall Geese 3 falls in power scale to the mobile suits that we're looking at?
I don't think it makes it.
I'm gonna say the 3 has the Mega Buster cannon on its arm, which I'm going to say that it's got to be at least as strong as a unicorn.
Ooh, that's actually an interesting bet. Let's see. Let's pull up the RX-0 unicorn. Let's just say like we're not counting paracausal bullshit magic into this.
Yeah,
one.
not counting paracausal bullshit.
Let's see. So the power output on the RX-0 Unicorn is 3,480 kilowatts. It is unmeasurable in destroy mode, by the way.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but it is also 42 tons at full load. So the
Psycho frame heavy, boy.
Yeah. No, that's just Psycho Frame. That's not full armor unicorn. It's just max carry. So the Tall Geese 3 is rocking around with 3,640 kilowatt hours of power. So it is 200 kilowatts more powerful. Now, do you know what the kicker is?
it's shorter and then it's
The
like
weight.
a lot less.
I bet you the weight is stupid low.
It's the weight. Gundanium alloy in After Colony is hella fucking light. So it is 3 meters shorter.
Yeah.
Tallgeese
Okay.
3 is 8.2 metric tons empty.
What?
Yeah. Like they're on some special shit with the fucking
Well,
After
like,
Colony
all the
mobile
mobile
suits.
suits in Wing
No.
are like some of the smallest in
Like
series.
you're only a bit bigger. Like so
That's what I'm saying.
unicorn. So hold on.
All of the mobile suits in Wing are like smaller than like
Wait, okay,
almost
now
any
that
other
actually,
series.
I want to try something. The Tallgeese 3 is one of the
And
fastest
the
suits
Tall-
in Wing, okay?
It's also one of the biggest suits too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
one of the fastest suits in Wing,
Well,
okay?
it is the biggest suit, I should say.
Test. All right. What is the thruster output of the Tallgeese versus the F91?
Ooh.
I want to see if
I
you
don't
take the
think
two of the
they-
fastest mobile suits.
So in terms of to Fan Man, in terms of the After Colony series of suits, the Tallgeese is old and heavy, but compared to Universal Century, everything in Wing is small and light. Cause like the Tallgeese being one of the actually let me just take it back to the Tallgeese 2 really quick because the Tallgeese 2 was also 17 meters high, but empty it was 8.8 meters. Going all the way back to the first Gundam in Mobile Suit Gundam, it is about half a meter taller, but it is three times, and that's more than 3 times. Empty weight on the original Gundam is 43 tons. The Gundam is 4 times the weight of the Tallgeese. Like everything in After Colony is like dumb, light, and fast.
Yeah, that's what.
But I don't
so, yeah.
see the
gotta make
booster
up
output.
Okay, hold up. Let me pull this up. Tallgeese 3's booster output.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
might.
Tallgeese 3 rocket thruster movement. Okay. Here it is.
Sorry,
rocket
wait.
thruster.
You want it against the F91?
Yeah.
Post that link, B.
All right, you ready, Jared?
Hold on one second. I'm pulling up F91 right now.
Because this should be interesting because these are two mobile suits that are much closer in like
I got rocket thruster. All right, what's the Tallgeese's rocket thruster output?
Tallgeese rocket thruster output. 87,003 kilograms.
88,400. What's its max G?
We don't get the max G on this. But the
Yeah.
empty weight is 8.2 on the Tallgeese. What's the F91?
Actually, no, this might be a fight. 7.2.
That is actually would be the most interesting thing to see because that is the two fastest mobile suits. It's like two of the fastest mobile suits I can think of. Because the
Yeah.
F90.
You're
like,
right,
the only
because I
thing you can
forgot
get
like we're
faster than the
after
F-
we're
Yeah.
like miniaturization and like losing a bunch of weight. So
The only thing you get faster than the F91 with is the Victory 2.
yeah, let's take a
And
look
that's
at the
the
Victory
fastest-
2.
That's the fastest mobile suit in UC.
Yeah, because fucking Wings of Light. I wonder how you measure Victory. Victory 2. All right. Oh, here's another fun one. How much balls does the Victory 2 have?
How much balls do Tallgeese have?
It would be let's see. I
4?
think no,
No,
it's
6.
a 10, about 10.
Oh.
Actually, no, because sorry, Tallgeese 2
was 6
God.
was 36, right?
was it 36?
So it's 8.5. 9.
Excuse me.
Oh my god, I just looked at it. It's not standard armament. Oh, I saw it on the
Tallgeese
the
2,
3.
36. Yeah, Tallgeese 2, 36, 47.
Yeah, 36. Oh, come on now.
8.
36, 47
Yeah.
divided by 400. 9. It has 9.
9. Okay.
All right, here's the fun one. How many balls does the Victory 2 have?
Okay, I actually know for a fact that the Victory 2 is like north of like 7K. for like
You're
2
not
months.
wrong.
So, like I know that because it's in the Vercom manual.
Yeah.
Okay. God. Oh
Holy
God. What is
shit.
it?
Holy shit, the Victory 2 is wild. Alright, I'm just gonna tell you now. Holy shit, these numbers are dumb. The Victory 2, alright, empty weight on the Victory 2, 11.5 tons.
Okay.
Victory 2 power output, 7,510 kilowatts. It has 18 balls. I'll answer your question in just a second. Its max acceleration is 20 G. It has dual Minovsky drives at 16,000? Let's see, 16,700. Its thruster output. Let me see. Actually, no, its thruster output isn't that wild, really.
It's just because it's got a low weight and it can put out.
So its thruster output is only 33,400. And it has like 42 vernier sets. But yeah, that little bitch is gonna be moving.
I was like, it's well known the Victory 2 is the fastest like mobile suit like in the UC. So I was wondering what like. So
while Zex only has really the Tall Geese as a notable suit, we need to narrow it down a little bit for Char, because Char has multiple suits that he's used. If it's Char in a goddamn Zaku 2 custom against the Tall Geese 3, I'm just gonna say the Tall Geese 3 is going to mash the Zaku.
He's got much better mobility.
He has a power advantage.
Much better ability, a power advantage, an armamenting advantage because Zaku doesn't have any anti-beam coating, and that Mega Buster Cannon put a hole through her colony. No, that Zaku ain't got shit.
So I'm looking up the Suzabi. Let's see what this does.
Oh no. That's gonna be way heavier.
Okay, he ain't gonna be as fast, but if it tries to like
that armament advantage is going to be a problem. So the Suzabi outpowers. Yeah, the Suzabi matches and exceeds the Tall Geese 3 for power. Let's see. Yeah, it exceeds the Tall Geese 3 for power. It also beats the Tall Geese in terms of like armament and weapons range, because like the closest thing that they had in After Colony to like the fucking funnel system is
the mobile dolls,
like the mobile dolls.
Plates.
Yeah, those are just drones.
Yeah, like these are like the psychically controlled weapons are a problem.
Okay, here's the thing. If it's in atmosphere, it gives him an advantage because funnels don't work well in atmosphere.
Right.
So, if he fights him on the surface, he has a chance. At the moment, though, if you get rid of the advantage of not being able to use the funnels, the Tall Geese has a very big problem. Also, the Tall Geese, I don't know if it would be able to stand up to the Mega Buster, the Mega Particle Cannon that's in the chest of the Suzabi.
Like if we're talking skill for skill, I think I honestly would have to say probably Char washes Zex. Like as much even Zex as Preventer Wind. He's a good pilot. Char is a good pilot with also new type bullshit on top of it. And the other thing is, if we give Char his real like final mobile armor and we give him the Nightingale, I'm sorry, the Tall Geese is getting nuked from range.
What if we give him Zero System?
If we give Zex Zero System.
If we give Zex the Zero System, here's the thing. The Zero System, even on somebody who can use it, strains the body.
Yeah.
So think about like
He
every
he has
time
a
you see
timeline.
like
He has a
yeah.
time limit on
So
how potent he's gonna be.
right, which I'm gonna bet though those funnels will outlast how long he can keep it moving. Also, that's the one thing about the Toggies. It is a strenuous
So
mobile
it's
suit
double,
to use
it's
because of
double
its
strain
acceleration.
from zero system and strain. That's all.
Right. So
Yeah.
But you need to get it
here's
done
the
quick.
thing: if he can finish the fight quickly, and he has to finish it quickly,
Yeah.
he might have a chance. If the fight drags on, like
Char wins.
it-
Char wins in either of his final mobile suits. Well, technically mobile armors, but neither here nor there.
like Char, and like even
Like,
if you and like if you
I
wanted
honestly,
to be like,
wait, sorry, real quick. Did the Nightingale also have funnels?
yes, it does, but
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's a fight of Zex has to play keep away from funnels while having hyper cannons fired at him.
And he
That
also has to try to get the fight done as quickly as possible.
and to close the gap because he can't win at range with either of those two mobile suits. The Sazabi and the Nightingale could tank the shots off of
the like he'd be
especially
good.
the
Okay,
Nightingale.
He wants to get in close to the Nightingale. The Sazabi though at that range might just overpower him.
yeah.
It's like
It just like grabs the arms of the Toggies and like, listen, boy, you're small.
like and as we've seen, it is very capable for mobile suits to like just go at it like with fists. Because if you look at like something like 8th MS team where you get like the Goof custom versus the like this man Norris like just started beating like physically beating him.
So if it were equal mobile suits, if it were equal mobile suits and like nothing special, like we just gave these motherfuckers like GMs and guns and like go at it. Well, he would request Zaku's. I think Char would win. Char would just win. And then if it comes down to like the equipment they used, Char beats him, but mostly just because their universe got further. Their universe got further. Even though the suits are bigger and heavier, he still outpowers him.
Yeah,
like it only way that like Zex could get him if like Zex is in any of the Tallgeeses and you're against like a regular Zaku. That Zaku's getting washed.
you know what? A better fight, I think, might actually, even though it's probably slightly more powerful, I think a better fight would be, let's say you have Char and the Sazabi versus the Epion.
Let's see. Let's pull the Epion. Let's pull that nigga's card. Let's go.
But you said this is Zabi?
Sazabi
Yeah.
versus Epion. Don't have reactor stats on the Epion, but I think I could see it. Yeah, it's not a bad fight. But like,
Like-
I think like
Wait.
like all the problems that you're gonna run into with the all the problems you're going to run into with the Tallgeese, you're gonna run into with the Epion as well, but doubly so because the Epion is specialized at close in combat.
Yeah, which means he has to get in close to the.
You're getting close to the Sazabi, and then like you run into all the problems you get fighting close against the Sazabi.
Yeah, like something that literally just fights close. And then, but no, my question is Gundam Wing has nuclear reactors, right?
They're fusion,
they're fusion reactors.
ultra compact fusion reactors.
I'm about to say I know they're not called Minovsky reactors.
No.
Yeah,
they're
no.
powered.
Which
Well,
actually, you know
technically,
what's funny?
these are Minovsky ultra compact fusion
Anything
reactors
with
as well.
anything with missiles would fare very poorly against anything with UC, because Minovsky particles, which come off of just regular generator use, negate tracking systems.
Well, it negates radar.
Look, long range missiles don't work in a no, you're
you're right.
increase
Yeah, You're right. Like it blocks out the radar tracking on long range missiles, but like a lot of the close in missiles are
Yeah, well, if you're
IR.
So like it's kind of funny because I was thinking to myself, a better fight like against any Gundam like I'd love to see is the Delta Plus versus like the VF-25 from Macross.
I think we ran the numbers on that, and the VF-25 just destroys the Delta Plus because the VF-25 is almost as powerful, faster, in like both forms. And like it may not have as much, it may not be as heavily armored, but it is as heavily armed.
Right, and it's the Gatling cannon from the VF-25 probably. Oh god, it probably.
Well, I don't know. Like the Gatling cannon off of the VF-25 may be about as powerful as the Gatling cannon mounted in the wrist of the Alex. So it is an annoying weapon against heavily armored suits. It is a deadly weapon to lightly armored suits.
Well, and also remember the VF-25 has those 0-point knives.
That too.
Which,
but yeah.
Rest in peace, any Gundam technology, because y'all don't
those
have
mono knives. We don't really have anything against it. I'm actually a little interested because I want to see what the Burger Gyros does in combat. So, actually, the only thing that only EX skill it has is the shelf nozzle, and then other than that, it is a pretty standard. What's that shit called? Crossbone Vanguard suit. So it has like the shot lancer and the heavy lance. And we'll do a quick talk about like building a what are the words? Oops, wrong event. Let me go back. I don't want to fight this one. Close.
It's everybody because I'm about the suits from Future Century, and I'm like, yeah, all those melee-based suits have to get up close to everything.
Unless it's like the old John Bull Gundam, you're gonna have a problem.
Right.
You see. Like, oh, like try me. Oh, we've killed you before you've gotten here.
Right, like I'm like, okay, sure, you have the Burning Gundam. I have my GM sniper sitting on a hill, like outside your stencil range.
And just like you just get that one radio contact to the Burning Gundam. Burning Gundam, like, take my anger, my hate. Hey, you remember how Neo UK won all those years ago? What do you mean? Another Gundam fight. Way too easy.
Cycles bolt with malicious intent.
Cycles bolt with malicious intent.
Oh god. Like,
oh, I got remind me to send it to you. Task and Purpose made what is it? The Pentagon pitch start making Pentagon pitch meeting videos for weapon systems that are questionable. And like the first one they did Pentagon pitch meeting for the modular shotgun.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh wait, this is a problem. I have not upgraded this. Shelf funnels.
See.
It doesn't look it did a whole lot. I'll have to like look a bit more. Yeah, I wanted to get like a good look at like how this thing works in a test. Oh, and of course the final fight for the event mission is to face off against the F-91. Except this time, Zabine wins.
You know what's funny? I'm thinking about. I'm like, okay, how about the Cosmic Era? I'm like, well, the Cosmic Era has the one advantage of their nuclear jammers, just like.
One, we have nuclear generators set to the same level as late UC. Two, we are as light as late UC weapons. Like, okay. Honestly, that would be a good fight. Was it Cosmic Era? Oh, because it's not After Colony, it's Cosmic, right? After Colony is
After Colony
X.
is no. After Colony is
Cosmic
Wing.
Era is X.
No, Cosmic Era is Seed. After War is X.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, Cosmic Era has a problem until you get to the nuclear powered suits. They are literally just out-enduranced by everything else in the field.
Yeah, unless you have the nuclear jammer stuff, there.
Oh,
they don't
actually,
have
that's true. Yeah, like
But
if
think about
if a cosmic era comes to UC, they're fine. A UC suit goes to cosmic era, it's a problem because in-jammer cancelers just shut down everyone else. I mean, in-jammers shut down everyone else. So you could beat the unicorn by dropping it off in cosmic era.
So just get a turn A Gundam.
Okay, having a Gundam powered by a black hole is not fair.
Nothing stops the turn A. There's no defeating it. Like
Turn
what?
A.
Like, why are you running? Why are you trying? I'm here to reset your timeline. Be quiet and sit down.
So
Well,
turn A
excuse
is
me. That's the turn
powerful
X.
without
That's the
new
turn
type
X.
bullshit.
Yeah. Are we sure it's without new type bullshit? Are we certain it's without new type bullshit?
I don't. It seems like it. Honestly, it seems like you don't need to be a new type to activate the paracausal bullshit.
Are
Wait,
we certain that
Jared,
I'm about to
Here
say
we go.
Laura what's his real name? What's his real name?
Lauren
Lauren
Say
Sayek,
it. Yeah, are we sure that Lauren isn't a new type?
Wait, Jared, here you go. Power output of the turn X.
Fuck, son.
68,000 kilowatts.
Are they both powered by black holes?
Yeah.
Like it's just like small chunks of mass ringed around a small black hole at the core, and we harvest the energy of dropping things into the event horizon. Also, if you didn't know, that's how you build a black hole generator.
Yeah, that's
You say that.
that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, everybody. Oh yeah, the Quanti is like the most powerful. Have you not seen Turn A?
No, it's not.
There are
Like-
2 mobile suits in that series that are literally reality bending machines.
The Quantum can only really reality bend itself. Wait,
Oh, God.
I can't even do that though. It can just fucking disappear and come back.
Well, it relies on quantum entanglement to shift itself through space. So yeah, because I was trying to think like what is technically faster, an F91 at full MEPE drive or the 00 Quanta when it goes into quantizing.
When it quantizes.
Yeah. Think about it. No, it's still the 00. It's still faster. It's just MEPE is so fast that the micro friction in space causes it to lose layers of metal as it moves.
Which leaves solid after images. Which is
The after images have mass. Fuck, son.
Look, I feel like when they created that, SNRI almost was made it by accident, and then they were like, "Oh wait."
Like they just kept pushing to see how fast all the F90s could go, and like you get to the F91, and like, you see like when it hits the MEPE drive, it extends its radiators because it's basically overclocking the nuclear generator, and they're like, "All right, this bitch needs to cool off."
Oh god.
All right, so I'll do a quick talk because Fan Man, you asked a while ago, how do you build a middle fighter? Not middle
funny?
shooter. What's up?
Also, the turn A could just throw a nuke at you.
That too. What is it? It has the nukes in its chest.
Yeah, it's got 4 nuclear missiles in its chest that are just sitting there, just yanks one
Well,
out.
they're like. I'm mad that it basically has like the Fat Man launcher from fucking Fallout. Like literally the nuclear what is it? What's the walking Liberty Prime? It's more Liberty Prime.
The
football nukes. Oh yeah, I got the mobile game up right now. All right, so let's do a quick talk about it. So I actually have one that I was working on right now. I guess the biggest thing, like, because do you have like a specific question for what you're looking for and like how to build your middle shooter? As with most builds, you're really just looking to maximize the word tags in order. It's fine. You're looking to maximize like the word tags you have. So some word tags that are good for middle shooters are I think Gundam type's good right now. I have to remember. Let's see, what are my tags?
Hey Dave, you see those pictures, the fight's already over.
Let's see, Gundam type is decent. It gives you a buff to your defense and offense, and like your main offensive stat you're trying to build on this one is to build shot attack into it. The big shot attack buff you want for any shooting mobile suit is Ace exclusive. Ace exclusive buffs your shot attack by 10%. And then Gundam type gives you an additional 5%. And then you can do high firepower. That's okay. If you're building specifically for shot, I would say, I believe high mobility is better. No, high mobility raises melee. Sorry.
Jesus
I forget.
Christ,
There's another one out there that I'll probably remember.
I just saw this picture of the turn A. The only thing that started.
And I just realized my notifications are like all the way set off. And my feed is screwed up. Wow. But thank you for, I'm assuming that was you following. My notifications and shit are all jacked up right now. But, yeah, your biggest one is you want to make sure you have Ace exclusive. I tend to go for Gundam type for the armor bonus that it gives you. High firepower is another good secondary choice. I can't remember all the word tags I normally shoot for my middle shooter. Let me see if I have a finished one. See, I have a bunch of long shooters and end fighters right now. I don't think I've like made a dedicated middle shooter in a little bit. Yeah, so Gundam type and Ace exclusives are good ones. High firepower is another good tag to go for. So like sort of once you have like your tags down, the next thing you want to do is look for traits on parts. So you can then kind of like balance it out. If you're just building straight and you don't have any 6-star parts yet, which I'm assuming if you're pretty new you don't have that, you're going to want to have parts that boost based off of the word tags you're using, as well as just boost your shooting attack or anything related to your shooting attack, like your magazine and stuff like that. So this is what I was calling my double bullet. It was supposed to basically, it's the double Gundam. So it's all twin weapons. It's more of a joke thing. It has the double bullet arms, double guns, double swords, and I think I initially wanted to have there's some other mobile suit that had like twin cannons on it. I can't remember, but that was like the initial goal, and I've like stopped building on this one so long ago I really don't remember it. But I was building this as a middle shooter. So my main pirate is Kiriyamato. His speed attribute increases my EX skill recovery. Let's see, I also have armor is 40% or more. I have EX boosts going on. Then I'm building off of both the word tag, the type attribute and the word tags. So you're just trying to synergize your parts with like the various items that you have on here. So each one is a little different, I guess. Let me see if I can just do like a clean. Let me see if I can do a clean build for this, because I don't think I'm going to finish this mobile suit. Actually, I might. Am I using high raise anymore? All right, I can use this one because I have this one saved as a loadout. So typically what I would do is I go back and forth between, do I want to start with a pilot or do I start with like a mobile suit idea? But I guess like let's let auto build tell me what I have that's good, and then we'll pare it down from there to see what I want to do with it to kind of complete it. So I want it to build on as much shot attack as it can with a middle shooter. And I don't have much of a care for anything else, so build that for me. So, my best middle shooter pilot is apparently Seabook Arno. All right, I really gotta awaken him because he's probably like one of my sleeper hits in my collection. So let's say like I also know my build for this. I want my EX skills to be all ranged EX skills, so I can keep the Strike Freedom legs and the Strike Freedom back, but the EX skill for the Unicorn arm is useless for me, and then the Banshee's skill is also useless for me. So I'm gonna strip that out. All right, let's see where this gets me so far. So right now, the parts I know I'm gonna keep are the double Lacerdas. The double Lacerda, which is the so if you want to see where auto builder option is, so when you go into the build menu, at the very bottom to the left, oh yeah, I can get that thing there. So right here, that's your auto build option. So you can basically auto build for just getting something quick together. I typically use it as a starting point just to tell me kind of like where my gear is. So with that in mind, I auto build to get the starter I want. So to do that again, the big things I want to do right now, working with you, I want to build a middle shooter. And if I'm building a middle shooter, my main priority on that, max shot attack. You can kind of manage your other priorities if you want to have a more balanced suit, if you want it to be more defensive, or if you have like specific skills or parts you just want to see on there, you can do that and kind of tailor this menu to however you like it. But this one, we're just going to build a straight up give me max shot attack. So like I said before, I'm gonna narrow down to the parts I know I don't want in here. And like I said, I don't want the Unicorn, I don't want the Banshee body. And then looking at what the various parts are giving me for tags. So clicking the parameter button or the arrow button, it gets me off of the parameters to the part traits, and then from part traits to word tags. And based off the parts I have already, I have basically most of a Strike Freedom and then a few other random parts. The Strike Freedom doesn't typically come with a shield because it has built-in shields on its arms, but we're not using that one right now. But I don't necessarily like that shield, so I can just go and drop that. And it's using the variable Psycho rifles, which don't do anything for my word tag, so I'm going to drop those. So I'm basically starting with most of the core of a Strike Freedom and kind of going to go from there, but with Seabook Arno at the helm. And even then, even though it picks Seabook Arno for this build, he's not really the best because his tags don't really play into what I want to do. So I go in and filter my pilots for middle fighter, range by shot attack. Of course, Kira's my best one by shot attack.
Of course.
He's my best by shot attack, and his trait isn't bad, but it's not the best. Neo Roanoke, Reza Burl.
I'm hearing a lot of seed, and I don't like that.
Let's see. So as in my shot attack list, actually, so highest shot attack middle fighter, middle shooter is actually Seabook Arno. But he is technique enemy, all power is reduced by 4%. Seabook enters the battlefield, everyone gets weaker by 4%.
Y'all ain't on my level.
Look, I need to do an upgrade on like all my crossbow parts, because I do want to like throw Seabook into a full cloak. I'm saying into a full cloth.
Wait, did they give you guys Tobiah yet?
I don't think so. I'm also not great on keeping track of my pilots, so I can't tell you for sure.
I want my animated crossbone. I'll never get it, but
You say that, and then tomorrow they'll be like,
Look,
animated
man,
cross.
look, I honestly thought we were gonna get an animated crossbone when they like announced that UC Next 100 project. Like
Well,
I was
they gotta put out Hathaway first before they
I-
finish up UC.
Oh,
okay,
the trait I couldn't remember was Transformer. Transformer is another really good
fine.
trait.
Let 'em-
But the only time you should really run Transformer, in my experience, is if you're gonna run Asimo Asano, because Asimo takes Transform and says your suit is now 23% better.
That man tries hard. My shield has a machine
Let's see.
gun.
I'm gonna hold off on picking a pilot until the end at this point. So based off the traits that we have right now, we have Ace exclusive high mobility. I think high mobility is actually more of a boost to melee. Yep, raises melee attack instead of shot. So actually, maybe I work in Transformer versus melee. So I could do an Ace exclusive Gundam type Transformer. So those are gonna be my word tags. Ace exclusive Gundam type Transformer, and confirm that. So
Hey D, when does your spring break start?
We don't. Yeah, spring break. Come on, they ain't letting them kids go home to get COVID.
Okay,
and come
fair
back.
enough.
Just out here doing jello shot.
I need to find a Transformer. So once you kind of get the concept for your mobile suit, it's mostly just going through and picking parts, and that part is honestly a little long. Do you have any more specific questions? I could maybe help you out, because we are also starting to run down on everything we want to talk about for tonight. I didn't even I think we kind of glossed over a few of my points I wanted to talk about. F91. But yeah, I like the movie. I was sad.
It's not about double. You say something? Crossbone. They're gonna announce Crossbone as an April Fool's joke.
I really wish they would announce Crossbone. Don't get my hopes up.
Oh my god!
Tomorrow.
If they announce Crossbone tomorrow, it'd be wild. Another problem is is the caution sign between the pilot and the mobile suit. Oh, okay. So the caution sign you're getting, have you? So that it's typically you haven't assigned something. So, once you have your pilot selected, have you selected the job? So once you have, let me throw a pilot. Actually, let me go to a complete mobile suit because it's gonna throw an issue here. Back. Oh, hold on. Let me get Discord back up and running.
He was like,
I'm back.
Tired, apparently.
Yeah, all my shit died.
Be telling you to stop it. It's almost midnight. So.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm gonna finish helping. All right. So once you have that assigned, the other thing you need to do is you also have to assign your bonus parts. So this little menu right here, you need to expand that, and then you need to. You've assigned the job. Once you assign the job, you also need to put on the gear. So the gear menu, if you look at the very bottom of all your parts, beneath where the pilot is, it's down here in the bottom right. If you can see the little sparkly thing where my finger is. So you click that, it expands your gear menu. So your gear menu, you tap each one of those and you assign the gear for the job. So if you have a middle shooter, you're going to want to put on shot boost gear. If you have and then you have the change gear, which is I think the left arm. Is that the left arm? Left or right arm, I forget. And then the other arm is the job gear. So you may not have those getting started. So to actually do those, or to actually create those are done through blueprints. Oops, not mission. Fuck. Go into shop, and this blueprint menu here, this blueprint menu and the gear menu, and then you follow sort of the gear recipes you get for how you create each of these. But hopefully that gets you through what you need to know for getting that there. If you join the crew description should be in is in the chat. I'll put that up there again real quick. I'll bring gear to I'll bring the crew code up real quick, and I'll drop crew code in chat. And feel free to ask me. We also have a Discord server, and the Discord server may honestly be the easiest way to get a hold of me if you need help. Let me invite people. Copy. Here is invite link to our Discord server. Come join it. Feel free to ask any questions you may have. I'm happy to field those. Crew code for GBGW is RF Bravo Unicorn PG2. Look us up in game. Come hang out and talk. Help us do crew missions and all that good stuff. And yeah, I think that is honestly going to be us, because it is midnight. We did a solid 2.5 hours of going through basically the threats to the Earth sphere in UC Gundam, trying to get up to explaining like what the fuck even is Cosmo Babylonia and what the fuck is going on with the forces out of Jupiter. But that was fun. I like that one a lot. We may revisit some of my thoughts on F91 a little bit. Whether or not we're doing a show next week is still kind of up in the air, to be entirely honest.
We're talking like hitting some of my favorite like time periods. Like
we are, but we also have no idea what's gonna come up next week, because next week could just throw a brand new seed suit and just leave you in misery.
Put another seed suit, and Cam's gonna be crying the whole time.
Hey, be careful what you ask for.
That's good.
That's always entertaining. Content, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, because you get 2 hours of me bitching about seed.
Yeah. So, look, which one do you feel is more of a waste of potential? F91 getting chopped down into a series, or all the mechanical designs in Seed being locked in Seed? And on that, everybody, it's been real. Like, comment, and subscribe, do all that cool shit, and we will be back eventually. I have no promises on when we're gonna be back. Okay, hopefully we'll be back next week, but y'all see me on Twitter. Oh yeah, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Cruel Gaming. Look me up on Instagram. I like to post my mobile suit pictures. I will be back to posting GUNPLA pictures next week. I have been working, so I did a bunch of painting stuff over the last week on my Avalanche Exia build. I also even did like panel and highlight detail work on it too. So I'm on hold for it. I need more glitter spray. I'm doing like a blue and gold blue and gold glitter effect for the blue parts of the armor, and then like I'm doing a pearlescent white for the white parts. I'm actually really excited to see how this turns out. My line work on it needs to be better, but like it's my first like suit getting back into doing detail stuff, so I'm proud of myself. All right, but I'll catch y'all later.
Did I tell you guys I tracked down one of the master grade kits I wanted?
Find out next time if Rhodes gets his master grade kit on New Mobile Report Noir. Until then, stay safe, stay sane. It's still 1 minute left. Happy trans Day of Visibility. Shout out to all of our trans siblings and beautiful human beings. Stop being a horrible person to them. Stand up. Yeah. Now, if I can find how to end
You
my
actually
thing.
got that in at the last minute. Cool.
I really did get it in at the last minute. I was like, oh wait, no, I'm late. And like, no, I'm on time.
Also, you can watch me stream Breaker 3.
Oh, yeah. Y'all should also go check out Rhodes in Life, because Rhodes has been streaming Breaker 3, and I'm hoping to eventually join him in getting my ass drugged through unbelievable stress and torment trying to catch up with him on Breaker, even though it is the impossible.
Look, I've already told Cam not to do what he did with me.
No, I want the torture. I want the torture. Let's go.
First of all, Jared.
Let's go.
Hey,
Let's
Jared,
go.
if
Wait,
you
hold on.
caught up
Night,
with
everybody.
me,
Night,
that would
everybody.
be impressive.
It would be. Night, everybody.
Perhaps there was an age where people dreamed of the possibilities in the outer space.
With high expectations, human beings leave Earth.
To outer space! Every one of us!
This is a pretty large-scale operation.
Right, but it'll be dangerous.
So what? That's never stopped us before.
Right, but it'll be dangerous.
Commence operation!
We'll commence operations in 7 minutes.
0904. Proceed to R2D. Power levels to maximum!
Understood. Second unit, stand by for orders.
Straight for the atmosphere.
We all have to make it up to space! Be patient.
Tactics level cleared. Continuing on strategic.
As requested, you are now connected to outer space.
Never forget how beautiful the Earth looks from afar.
Outer space. It's so quiet. The remaining frontier is outer space.